end of June. Finish at the end of June would be great. But then I'm just thinking those 2 weeks that we have of half days, some people might be opposed to the idea because they've got to find childminders for those 2 weeks, even if it's only a half day. So in Gibraltar, we find that grandparents, I'm only too willing, but there are grandparents who might think that, it's going to be a little bit.
Or people who don't have their
People who
parents.
don't have, yeah, exactly. People who don't have. So I don't know yet. I'm pretty confused about it. I understand there's air conditioning in most schools, but most is not good enough for me.
Some people struggle with managing their sleep, so I feel like sometimes for less days, it can help them manage their sleep a bit more.
That's a good thing because you have less days and you won't have to wait till like July and you'll have like more times for summer. The downside is for that is because I know a lot of people don't bring their bottles to school. And this might seem silly, but it's not really, because like then just staying there, I know a lot of people just don't go to the water fountain and just deal with it. And I don't want them to have like thirst problems.
And go holiday. And go holiday.
If that's going to mean that students are going to learn more and it's going to be more efficient and are going to make the most of actually being in school and not wasting those few weeks at the end. When summer comes about, people want to go to the beach and the concentration levels do drop. I think it can be a positive if it does in fact mean that the lessons will be sort of worth it for the children to go to school and they can be able to learn there. So.
I would have thought it's a great idea, really, because the half days, I don't think much happens in school on half days, and it's quite disruptive for families. So, as a grandparent, I think it's a good idea.
I think it's better we have a longer holiday because we don't really do anything on the half days, and I feel like there's no need because we're just doing nothing for that. You just take it off and we have more break.
Different families, different circumstances. Some parents could be okay with them finishing sooner in the term. Some parents benefit from the half days. I think it truly depends. I don't know.
I work at Loreto and we've been doing this for years now and it works perfectly for our children. The heat affects them. You can tell from 12 onwards that especially young children, they're not focusing as much as they should be, especially on very hard things that they should be learning at a very young age. So government finishing earlier, I think it's a smart move.
We should have less of these because we don't want to be in school for so long.
Do you find it gets quite hot?
Yeah, like at lunch, if you're on the playground, it gets really hot.
It would be better for the kids if the half days are abolished and they have perhaps an extra week or two of full days and then just finish off for the summer break, just like they do across the border.
I look after grandchildren now. I fought for this to be abolished when my children were in school. But now, I hear different opinions. Mothers are working. Grandparents have to look after children for much longer. So, I don't know, I suppose put it to the vote.